2023, 2024, 2025, what we're going to see projects, similar to what our friend at Bitcoin Energy talked about. We're going to see projects where nation states, US states, cities are looking at Bitcoin mining as a way to finance infrastructure improvements. And those are going to be renewable energy pieces. And what I mean there is a country or a state that wants to improve their food supply by doing indoor growing. They're going to look at Bitcoin mining and say, you know what, we can build a large sustainable renewable generation facility, use Bitcoin mining to pay for that, and then as we build out greenhouses, we'll move that into food production. And you're going to see that not only in food production, you're going to see that in industrial development, manufacturing development, places around the world that need renewable resources and need energy production are going to use Bitcoin mining as a way to finance that. So I think, and that's looking way out into the future. Over the next couple of years, as John said, we're going to see renewable energy being used for Bitcoin mining, because renewable energy is the cheapest energy on the planet. We like to say it's green, but it's also green for our pockets if you're a US guy like me with greenbacks, because renewable energy is the cheapest fuel source out there.
Absolutely. Great.
So there's a couple things going on, yes. First, the public companies that are in our space have really moved into the lobbying game and the education game with our politicians. It's starting to work very quickly. We have not done that in the past. We've not needed to do that in the past, but we do need to do that now. And we say lobbying like it's a dirty word, but it's really just education. Second, though, is the education is happening faster at the state level. At Core Scientific, we're now in Austin. That's our headquarters. The governor there, Abbott's very, very pro-Bitcoin, very pro-crypto. Senator Ted Cruz spoke at the Blockchain Council just a couple of weeks ago. He's very pro-crypto. The state of Texas itself has 20 gigs of excess generation on its grid that's currently unused just in West Texas. So that's at a state level. States like Wyoming have passed real meaningful banking laws, and they've got it into the UCC, the Uniform Commercial Code. And what that means for folks outside the United States is if a state passes certain commercial laws for interstate commerce and other states start passing it, once enough states have passed it, there's not really much the federal government can do. Because in the states, if it's not part of the Constitution, it really doesn't fall on the federal government. If they try to suppress something that states are already doing, it goes to court and gets thrown out. So if more and more states like Wyoming and Texas, South Carolina, where I live, our friend here has a facility one day, as they become more and more pro-digital asset and pro-Bitcoin, it's going to be harder for the federal government to change really any legislation. So I think, at least in the United States, I'm very comfortable that we're going to be in great shape. I will say that in my humble opinion, I love seeing the network across the whole globe. It's better for the network to be global. It means you're going to have a bigger user base. If folks know that their network is secure because, if they live in Central South America, or they live here in the Middle East, or they live in China or Russia, and they know that their network at least can be secured geographically close to them, then we're going to have more and more users. So things.
Speaking of more users, the more users, the more secure, the more users, and the higher the price goes, right? So, yeah.